Hello and welcome to Éire. My name is Ben. If I told you you could buy a Bluetooth headset unit for your motorcycle helmet for under 20 euros, what would you say? Well, stick around because I'm going to show you this particular unit. It's made by Gearelec. I found it on AliExpress. I'll leave the link in the description. That sold over 5,000 units and the customer feedback was very good. I think 4.6 out of 5. So I think that is pretty interesting and it's worthy of making a video. I also had a viewer asking me if I could do a Bluetooth headset unit, funny enough, and then I decided to give this thing a go. My previous headset unit was a Sena unit, I think over 8 years old, and it decided to eventually fall apart. So I decided, why not give it a go for that sort of amount of money? And based on the feedback, it seems like a fairly good unit. Also, the adventure helmets are quite difficult to fit these Bluetooth headsets to. So this one has an interesting knack how to fit it on within a few seconds. So what we'll do is next, I'm going to show you what's in the box, followed by the installation, and then we'll test out the sound. I hope you enjoy the video. Leave a like, leave a comment down below, and if you like these sort of videos, stick around for more and subscribe to the channel. So let's get started and open the box. Right, the unit itself is the Gearelec unit. It says helmet Bluetooth headset with lights. So what's nice about this is you can color code the lights. They're obviously selectable. There's 4 color lights available. So if you've got a red helmet like me, or a blue helmet, or a white helmet, you can obviously color code the lighting to it. The only thing that doesn't color code is the middle button here, so that'll flash blue once it's paired. But let's have a look at some of the features that are on the box there, on the side of the box. You've got smart noise cancellation, connection with 2 phones, stereo music. It's water resistance, so it's IPX7 quality standard, so sounds pretty good. Compatible with your operating systems, Android and Apple. Voice command, we've got voice prompt, playback control, Bluetooth headset free calling, obviously, and built-in light mode. On the back, we've got obviously no intercom function, and we've got 50-meter intercom function, so you can get these in pairs. That's what it contains in the box. So obviously you have the Bluetooth unit, we have the wiring for the headphones and the microphone, adhesive pads, so you've got spare ones there, the cable charger, because obviously it's a USB charging unit, and obviously there's just some precautions. So let's open it up. In most of the equipment that you buy from AliExpress, some of them don't necessarily come with manuals, so it's great to actually see this one with a manual. Looks quite nicely laid out. So we've got what it is include, which we've gone over. We've got assembly and setup. We've got function, so obviously that tells you exactly how everything works. What's nice about this, to accept calls or pause music, you just simply press that, and power on, power off, you hold. So fairly straightforward. There's your ambient lighting, you can select through it. Then you've got volume by pressing you hold the volume button down continuously, and the volume will go up or down. And if you want to skip your song to previous or next track, you can just simply press it once. Then you've got obviously your instructions on how the volume buttons works, which I've just went over, your specification, and obviously weight. Right, so there we have it. So what's nice about this is the construction seems of fairly decent quality. I also like the idea of this clamp. With some of the Bluetooth systems, they require a bolt on to the actual helmet system. So with your adventure helmet, which I'm going to show you now, it's not necessarily as easy as that. So I did try it with my old system and I couldn't do it. I had to rely on a Velcro system, but it was very unreliable. So by looking at it here, we've got this clamp, which is very sturdy. Volume controls up here, and obviously next track. Button, this doesn't turn. Then you've got your mic and your speaker input there. And then there's your charging unit. Now initially I was a little bit confused when I first opened it, so make sure you check the instructions. That is not a charging port, so make sure you know that. That is not for charging, and the actual thing doesn't fit in there, the charger. So this one's slightly bigger and it allows for charging. What we have in the box, so we've got our speaker and microphone. Put this up here. And of course we've got some spares. So if we need, which I think is quite nice. So for the cost of this unit, you get some spare adhesive pads and speaker pads, which I think is excellent, especially considering the price that I paid for this unit. So that is pretty much everything that is in the box. We're going to move on to installation. Right, for the adventure helmet, for installation, you've got to remove the side padding here. So luckily for mine is fairly straightforward. You've got these pull tabs, so it's a matter of just pulling them out. It clips out. You'll hear the pop clips popping there. And that is the first one out. We can then follow up with the other side, so it's a matter of just pulling them again. The reason why I'm pulling these out is so that we can install the speakers and the wires properly. And that is the interior of the helmet. That's what we want exposed for now. Right, now that we have our padding removed, what we're going to do, we're going to put the earpieces in first. So this is the furthest one. So what we're going to do is we're going to put them in initially, just to kind of get them, and of course they are adhesive, so that is the pad that goes on here. I'm just going to put them in temporarily at the moment, and then I'm going to get the padding installed. The next thing I want to do is, now that the speakers are in and the wiring is tidy there, I'm going to reattach the side paneling first, and then we're going to connect the clamp for the Bluetooth unit. Right, I've put all the padding in, I've put the clips back in, so our speakers are still visible on this side here, and of course on that side there. The cabling is, there is a space to kind of tidy it up. I can lift it up here and put the wiring in there, so at least we have a little spot for that to go, which is great. Where we're going to install the Bluetooth unit is right over here. There we go. Just to pop under here. So there we have it. We've got the little section here that you can just kind of adjust, and then you can run the wire just on the inside here. You can play around with the mic installation here a bit more. I've just kind of put that in there for now. This can probably tuck in a bit more, so I'll do an adjustment for that later. But I think that's how we're going to get it fitted for now. So there we go. It's not coming off. That's with relative ease. I did have a look on this side, but unfortunately this side is too thick, and it obviously only fits on one side. So that's it. The microphone is protected with a kind of wind buffer here, which is great. We'll tidy up the wires a bit more. So we'll move on to connection. Right, so there's the system all connected up. So we've got the plug-in, we've just got to power it on, so we're going to power it on now. Immediately when you power the system on, it's going to start searching for a Bluetooth connection. So I've got my phone out, the Bluetooth system is ready to go. What we're looking for is DK02, so that's it there. We're going to go pair. It's going to ask you for a number, just say allow, because obviously this is going to be permanently on now. So there we go, connected for calls and media, so it's officially connected. And we've got the Bluetooth symbol there at the top. Now to change colours, so what we want to do is we want to change colours now. We press that there, and then we can start cycling through. There's blue, green, red, no colour obviously, or if you want to go for white. So we're going to change it to red, and there it is. It will appear darker as it gets darker, so just take note of that. So everything is ready to go. What we're going to do now is we're going to try out to see how the speakers perform. This is starting a bike. Right, my final thoughts on the system. First of all, pricing, fantastic. I don't think you can beat it for under 20 euros, under $20. The build quality seems pretty good. The plastics that they've used seem like they're fairly good quality. The buttons, pressing the buttons in, all seem pretty straightforward as well. So I don't think you're really going to go wrong there. They've got a cover here for the external charging unit as well, so I presume that's for reducing the the chance of water penetration in, so they've thought about that. The cabling quality seems pretty good as well. If I look at the extras you get in, you get extra pads as well. Again, that's quite a lot for something priced at that price range. The sound quality seemed very good. I know you just listened to some clips, versus I did try it with some music earlier on off camera, of course, and it seemed pretty good. So I'm looking forward to trying it out with some music playing. We'll see how we get on, but I'll be sure to put a community post in, just to kind of let you know the feedback. But so far, very impressed. Right, thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you got the information you required out of this video. If you did, ensure you hit me up with a thumbs up and leave a comment down below. And of course, if you're interested in more videos like this, hit the subscribe button. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye bye.